Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Everything Disney family coming at you on this Sunday news day. We got plenty of news to talk about. Lots of things happening in the world of Disney this week. So we're going to kind of run down everything this week, talk about mask mandates, Disney Wish prices being released, and a lot more other things going on this week. A big news week. Everything's changing hour by hour, so it's like trying to stay up to date with things is definitely... before we jump into the news, Mom, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi guys, we are excited to talk Disney news today, and it's interesting, what will be the Disney news next week and how many more changes will be released between now and then. Seems like every week there's a lot of information coming out at us.
So guys, today's Sunday, May 16th. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out Nicole's Instagram at Everything Disney Family. And we are 1,000 viewers away from hitting 100,000 views on Nicole's Winnie the Pooh reel.
We are officially at 99,000 views.
It's very exciting.
We are going to hit 100,000, maybe today, maybe tomorrow.
I don't know.
Very exciting.
And guys, if Nicole moves her head, you can see R2 right here. I took Mickey, I put him over yonder, and I put R2 over there. So, kind of exciting. All right, so you want to jump into the first topic of the day, babe?
Okay, so the biggest news story of them all is that Walt Disney World is no longer requiring face masks outdoors. So they are still required inside of restaurants, rides, anything like that. Also in the ride queues, also required. And then, of course, inside of stores, masks are required. But they are not required outside, just like walking down Main Street USA. You don't need to have a mask. This is just at Walt Disney World, not Disneyland. It was kind of interesting how they announced it. They announced it at 10 p.m.
on Friday evening, and
then it was effective the next
Saturday
day, which
morning.
I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like that's kind of not so nice to their cast members, and
the people that's coming down for vacation, they're planning on...
Yeah.
There was no warning,
it's good news. I mean, it's good news
Yeah.
that things are, this is happening, and I just don't know how I feel about it because of the way that they sprung it. But I guess,
it's good news because...
gotta happen.
Because I guess it's incentive for people to get the vaccine and to go, and then, you have, I guess, not more freedom, but you have more leisure to do things, and
summer's coming up, and we were there in August of last year with masks on,
and it wasn't the best. It was hot,
but honestly, it was just hot. The mask really didn't bother me. It was hot.
It was a 95% humidity in August.
Yeah,
I was drenched.
Yeah,
but I'm excited. No mask mandate in outside at Disney World.
And of course, things are changing every day. So by next week, maybe they won't be needed. And I guess the other thing is at Disney World, there's so many children that, of course, haven't been vaccinated yet. Children under 12 or even over 12 that, children 12 and over were just allowed to get the vaccine
in the last 2
weeks. Week. So they may not have received it yet, or who knows.
But if you have the vaccine, you can go sans mask at Disney World outside.
No, everybody can go without a mask at Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't matter if you had the vaccine or not.
Wonderful news. Well, hopefully the numbers can stay down and we can keep going in the right direction and we can get the cruise lines open next.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that. So Disney Wish, their prices are now released, which this is kind of, when we watch that video of them announcing everything with the cruise ship, and it's like, wow, there's so many cool things going to be on this ship. So what are the prices going to be? So they're high for sure. I mean,
but they came in lower than what I thought they were going to come out. I was thinking for a 4-day cruise it was going to be $7,000 to $8,000 because it's a newer ship. I know Disney, it cost a lot of money for that ship, so they're going to try to gain some of their money back as quick as they can. So they came in a little lower than I thought, but it's still a very high price tag.
For sure. So, for example, for our family of 3 to sail on, this would be the first 4-night cruise that the ship is going to do. So it is from June 20th to June 24th. To have an inside room, it's $5,332 for a veranda room, so that is when you have your own balcony in your room. That room is $5,655 for 4 nights. So that is a lot of money.
No.
It does cover all of your food, all of your entertainment, the Oceaneers Club for the kids. your room, of course.
But how often do you normally, a family take a cruise, So I think the prices are justified considering you get 2 stops in there and it's all the food you want to get.
To go to Disney's private island, Castaway Cay.
So, it's not like you're going on a cruise every month or every 6 months or something like that. You know what? If you can get out and do it once every 5 years or 10 years, then it's worth it to me. So,
yeah, so that's
check out the prices. Next week you can get your ticket.
May 27th it's open, so not
next week, right?
Yeah,
not this week. Yeah,
right. Next week we will be able to book on the 26th.
The day earlier because we have
one cruise. We've only been on one cruise, so we're only one day early. So I know it's opening soon. Actually, is it even today? Maybe that's.
If you have more than 25 cruises, you can book either today or tomorrow or something.
So even being able to book one day early, we're not sure that we're going to be able to get the cruise that we want because it could already be sold out. I have no idea how quickly.
Yeah, we might not be able to get on that first 4-night sailing. Who knows? But if we do, we're going to live stream on YouTube. We're going to have plenty of stuff on Instagram.
We can't live stream on a cruise.
We can when we walk on the ship.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we can. And we'll have plenty of video documenting everything and
for sure.
Stuff on Instagram.
We will take you along with us. Okay, so moving on, that was big news from, I was excited to see the prices so that I can know, how much it was going to cost us. Okay, so next up is we have more Disneyland restaurants opening, so that's exciting. Paradise Garden Grill, Blue Bayou, Napa Rose, Storytellers Cafe, and GCH Craftsman Bar. So, for example, Blue Bayou opens on May 27th. You can start making reservations on May 18th. So this is kind of big news because for the first time, this restaurant will be serving alcohol at Disneyland. This is not normal for people that have been to Disneyland. Up until 2 years ago, there was no alcohol at all. It
was a dry park, yeah. So
nothing until Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened. With Olga's Cantina, they did have alcohol there, and so now Blue Bayou is going to have. What about at Club 33? Could you get alcohol there?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure you could, right? Yeah.
But as Walt Disney said, when he opened the parks, he said the parks are never going to be done being updated and being renovated and things like that, and they're always changing. So I think they're positive changes. They're for the good. And I haven't heard of any issues since they have started serving alcohol at Disneyland about, people being wasted or anything.
Well, and I think it's when you're only serving it at 2 restaurants in the entire park, you can't drink that much.
It's not like someone's at Disneyland tailgating and then going into the park and then continuing to drink or anything like that. So I mean, if you have a drink or two, then.
But compared to at Walt Disney World, where it is available everywhere, so you could.
And I don't see a problem with that. Like at Epcot, you can get a drink almost, at 50% of the spots.
But I'm sure it does become a problem sometimes.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm sure Disney.
They clean up.
Sure, it's not a problem
yeah.
right away if they see anything, any bad behavior. Anyways, kind of cool news that alcohol will now be served at Blue Bayou. And that ride is when you're in there, it's like inside the Pirates ride. So it's a cool restaurant. Have you been there? I've ate there once.
Yeah,
when I was a kid. So
I think it's a little too dark for me.
Yeah.
It's like that inside the Mexican pavilion, that restaurant that we ate at, that Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
It's just like that one. What's Angel something? I don't know the name.
I don't know. San Angel?
San Angel.
Yeah, something like that.
It's very dark, and I like to have nice lighting or decor I can look at as I'm eating. So it's not really my cup of tea. The food was fine, by all means. So.
Okay, so moving on. Also, we're gonna stay in Disneyland. Indiana Jones is using a virtual queue, just like Rise of the Resistance does at Disneyland and at Hollywood Studios.
And I don't know how I missed this. I just found this out this morning.
And this, was earlier this week that I saw this news. So because they've been using, the Indiana Jones queue is all inside for the most part. So they can't have inside queues at Disneyland right now. So they have been using the Jungle Cruise queue, all first floor and second floor.
Which is very cool because it's not often you see the second floor in the Jungle Cruise. You go up, the line doesn't go up there all that often. So it's kind of cool.
Well, that's what they've been using for Indiana Jones, but the Jungle Cruise ride is going to be opening, they're saying, in the next couple of months. So they wanted to, they didn't have anywhere to put the people that were waiting in line, so they are doing a virtual queue.
I mean, what if they have the capacity to do it, and they they have the technology and things like that, so I think that's a wonderful thing to do. So
okay, so
then you don't have to wait in a line. That's one less line everyone has to wait in. So
but you have to be tech savvy and know how to get onto getting that virtual queue.
I can't see Indiana Jones virtual queue filling up as fast as Star Wars.
I'm not sure.
So
okay, so now back to Walt Disney World, and this was news from earlier this week, so this is kind of like old news now, but Walt Disney World has updated physical distancing guidelines and will be reducing the 6-foot distance across many areas.
Yeah. Like Universal, they came out and they dropped it from 6 feet to 3 feet. So pre-COVID, what was the distance between you and another party? I would say it would 2 to 3 feet, right?
No, everybody's on top of each other in those lines.
Really?
I like the distancing. I don't want to be standing next to people.
Well, I think 3 feet is not that far considering.
Yeah. So, anyways. Okay, so now moving on to Disney Plus. We have a couple new shows coming out on Disney Plus. So,
and movies.
Yes.
Cruella.
Yes, and so there's actually new movies coming into the theater as well. So you can see it in the theater, or you can pay the $30 to see it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, because Cruella will be a premium.
Yes, so that comes out next week, Friday.
And
Memorial
then
Day
Jungle
weekend.
Cruise comes out early July, which will be a premium, and then in theater as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Raya and the Last Dragon will become available to everybody on Disney Plus on June 1st.
Yes. So what do you think about Cruella? Are we going to see it in the theater, or are we going to see it on Disney Plus?
No, a theater.
Okay.
I don't know if Lauren's going to be up for it,
I
though.
don't think Lauren's going to want to see it.
But who knows?
I'm excited. Okay, so shows coming to Disney Plus. Monsters at Work is going to premiere on July 2nd.
So what's this about?
So this is, the Monsters, Inc.
Just a television show?
Monsters, yeah. I don't know if, Mike and Sully are going to be on it. Here's a picture of...
Okay, so it's just kind of like following them at a day at the job or something?
I guess, yeah. So, and then also, Loki is coming to Disney Plus on June 9th. I think it is really cool that Marvel is doing all of these series, and you really get to learn more about these characters that don't necessarily have movies. But it's like you can build the storyline better in these series that are, I don't know, how many episodes are they? 6?
Yes, everyone's different. WandaVision was 8 or 9. I know Falcon and Winter Soldier were 6.
Okay.
So they're different per episode. But the good thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier is the show was a big hit. I thought it was a lot better than WandaVision, even though I thought WandaVision was well. But now that Falcon and Winter Soldier did so well, now that they announced Sam Wilson's going to have his own movie, so
that's awesome.
So he is now the new Captain America, which I think is amazing to have an African American gentleman playing Captain America. I think it's wonderful. It's good for the communities, for kids, and for Disney, for ever evolving and changing and things of that nature. So
I can still remember his first scene in whichever Captain America movie it was, where he was running, and I was like, I like that guy.
On your left.
I hope we see him again. And then there he was, and now here he still is. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Well, now, he's going to be the focal point of the new movies going forward, the new Marvel movies. So I think that's me. Well, I would love for Bucky to get his own movie.
Yeah, I really like him too.
I can't see them going down that. There's not much to him. I mean, he's great. His character's great, but I think it's all been told now. So
we'll see. And also Loki, he was another one that I was always pulling for, that he was a bad guy, but I was I had that faith that he was going to be good sometimes. Who knows? I don't know what the series is going to be. He'll probably be a bad guy again.
Yeah, who knows?
And he'll do some terrible things, and I'll be like, come on.
That'd be cool if he showed up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That would be amazing.
So many things happening in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And I never really watched any of the Marvel movies until last year. I had seen a couple of them, but last year we watched all of them. It was pretty great. Anyways, okay, so back to Walt Disney World. The Festival of the Lion King show opened on May 15th. So Walt Disney World is bringing back some shows, some entertainment. I think that's great news. I did see a picture of inside of the theater, and people were distanced, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
Bring some of the cast members back to work.
Well, I heard Disneyland just brought back 10,000 employees, and Walt Disney World has 80% of its cast back.
Okay. I just want to say too that Disneyland is doing an amazing job with characters. Like, I think they're doing so much better than Disney World has for this last year, or it hasn't even been a year that they've been open. Disneyland, I mean, the pictures that I'm seeing there are characters everywhere. Distance, of course, you can't give them a hug, but
I think in time that's going to be relaxed.
I guess Disneyland has always had better characters than Disney World. And that's another reason, they're the characters at Disneyland, they just roam around. Like, they don't do that at Disney World. You have to wait in a line to see them.
Yeah.
Another tidbit there on the difference. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so another thing about Disneyland is they have extended park hours. So since they opened, the park hours were 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and they have now extended hours from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So you get an extra 2 hours at Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. So that's pretty great news.
And any news yet on them opening up to people outside of California?
Still nothing. Universal is now open to out-of-state people if they're vaccinated. So children under 12 can't come at all.
I think give it another month or two. Everything it's gonna be a 180 again. It's the news cycles are changing every day. So
fingers crossed. And that's all the news that I have. Just the big news of them all about the
mask mandate.
Yeah, not having to wear a mask outside anymore at Disney World.
Yeah, this week has been very busy for us guys. So Nicole started a new job, so we've cut down a little bit on our video production and things of that nature. But we're gonna definitely bring the news to you guys every single week. And I did do a live stream build of R2D2 for 2 days, and whoever popped in and joined us and chatted with us, thanks for stopping by. And once we hit 250 subscribers, we got 2 of these Mickey Mouses we're going to give away to 2 random people that are subscribed to our channel. That's all you have to do is just be subscribed. You guys don't have to enter or nothing like that. So I'm just going to put everybody's name in, and we're going to pick 2 winners. So we got that to look forward to coming up. I'm going to try to get a video reviewed out for R2D2 this week and break that all down and show you guys the really cool instruction pamphlet that it came on and things of that nature. And then what do you got on Instagram? Anything fun coming up? You just got a new reel posted, right?
Yeah, so we just did a reel of Lauren jumping. We tried to jump on that trend of her jumping, and I edited it so it looks like she's always in the air. It's fun.
Yeah. So guys, check us out over on Instagram. That's a lot of fun stuff coming up, and we're planning some fun stuff, and hopefully next week we can have a few more updates about our upcoming trips and things of that nature. So I think that's going to end it for this week. All right, thanks guys for joining us today. Bye.
Have a good week.